Hey Virgos, welcome back to my channel. Guys, if you're new here, welcome. And if you are returning, thanks so much for supporting the channel. So we're going to go ahead and do a general message today, okay? And I'm asking Spirit, where should your focus be? Now, this is a general message, so it may not resonate with everyone. Just take what resonates for you, Virgos, and leave the rest. Anybody interested in a personal reading, my information is always down below. Thanks to those who do reach out for those, and thanks to those who donate to the channel, and to those of you who do subscribe. It's very much appreciated. So I do hope that everybody is doing well, okay? But Spirit, what do we have here? My Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, and Venus. Where should their focus be? Can I get one card? Hearing something about honey. So you have Taurus energy coming out here, and it says, I have. It's a number 14, which could be significant, or 41, but it does boil down to a 5. And the 5s does make me think of change, okay? But someone may have been struggling with some sort of change as well. But let's see. Taurus. Yeah, Taurus, it's on page 64 or 46, but it does boil down to a 10, and that does talk about endings. So it says, the card in brief, okay? It says what you own and what you are working to own. It says banks and bank accounts. It says investments, money in hand and cash flow, credit, loans, accounting, stocks, real estate. It says elegance, ballet, singers and singing, paintings, art galleries. It says being stubborn. It says sticking with things, never backing down, appreciating what is material or practical, love of possessions. It says being skeptical, bullyingness, sarcasm, not seeing the value in the non-material. It says wanting to parent others, having to wait and be patient, procrastination. Okay, this a lot of it feels like a lot of this came out in the ancestors and angels message. But procrastination, independence, doing things on your own, being honorable and responsible. It says being reliable, being tough-minded yet compassionate, being placent. It says the colors brown, green, and orange, fairies, elements, spirits, farms, and farmers. It says being greedy, luxurious, comfort foods, and seeking pleasure. So the card represents the Hierophant. And key ideas, it says comfort, nurturing, steady fast, materialism, money, and it says what is owed. So this is kind of making me feel like your focus should be on your finances, your career, and things like that. But it's also making me feel like having a balance between, you know, not being too materialistic or greedy and things like that. I'm also picking up a word here where I'm hearing appreciating what you already have, but at the same time working towards the things that you still want. Okay. Show me more for Virgo. Where should their focus be? I'm also seeing something about somebody maybe needing to work on their temper or their moods. So maybe, you know, grounding yourself or doing things that help to ground you. You know, it mentioned things like music. Yeah, look. Quiet moments. Frost of stillness. Where should Virgo's focus be? Give me 2 more cards. My Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, and Venus. Thank you, Spirit. And one more. Thank you. All right, so we have Feather of Hope. And then we also have Cloud of Unknowing. So straight away when I picked this up and saw the man sitting in the clouds, it made me think of the Seven of Cups. So quiet moments, it says, seek solace in the silence, where clarity finds its true voice. So if you're confused about something, it looks like you need some sort of time or space to yourself here so that you can think. I don't know if you're someone who has a lot of people around you. I don't know if you're someone who, where people kind of tend to pull on or drain your energy, right? But a quiet moment. So you have Feather of Hope. It says grasp the feather of hope. It says a delicate symbol of unward promises and an uplifting future. Some of you may see a feather or something like that, okay? That will just be a sign of spirit saying, hey, listen, everything is going to be okay. But we need you to believe that as well. Feather of Hope. You may see a certain bird, maybe an unusual, not unusual, but maybe, yeah, it might be an unusual bird or bird you don't see often. Right now, outside my window, I can see two, they look brown. It looks like two brown butterflies and they're just flying around each other like this. They're just flying around each other. So pay attention to the signs and synchronicities. You have a cloud of unknowing. It says float on the clouds of the unknown. It says surrender to the mystery and embrace the sacred within. Show me more. What is quiet moments? Why is quiet moments here? I wish I could show you the butterflies. So, you have the Seven of Pentacles. Give me one for Feather of Hope. King of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Or you could have water highly aspected in your chart. This could be about your emotions, something that someone's not expressing. And then you have the Nine of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Pentacles. 99 could be significant. See your energy straight away at the bottom of the deck here, Virgos. The Hermit, yeah, with the waxing moon. Show me more about quiet moments in the Seven of Pentacles. Six of Swords. So Six of Swords is an energy of moving to calmer waters, right? This is overcoming any kind of hardship or difficulties, right? This is an energy of becoming stable, restoring peace. And I always say that the Six of Swords is coming from the Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords can talk about a lot of mind games and a lot of mental, right, or a lot of lies being told, or people that just play games. It's just coming out of that. Someone here is like, I just feel like someone here is just like throwing their hands up with something. Show me more about the Six of Swords. I also see somebody wondering if something is worth investing in. You have the new moon coming out here, okay? So something could have happened around the new moon energy that we just had. But it says manifest your desires. And it says a change in direction, which the Six of Swords would indicate that. It also talks about a new beginning, new cycles, right? It talks about, again, like the Nine of Wands that we have over here. It talks about not giving up. Give me one more. Queen of Swords. Someone could be thinking about something that somebody said. Or the Queen of Swords or King of Swords, whatever, right? It's just energy. It's someone who is usually not afraid to cut people, places, and things out of their life here. She's also someone who is very clear and very direct, very straightforward, usually good at communication. She usually has very good discernment as well, the Queen of Swords, somebody who is mentally strong. So I don't know, some of you, this could be someone who is encouraging you, or maybe you are this Queen of Swords where maybe you're encouraging someone. But this is about being realistic as well. Wheel of Fortune with the solar eclipse right behind it. What is this King of Cups? Looks like it's coming in the reverse. 10 of Coins in the reverse. Yeah, see where the card was just talking about money and things like that, right? The 10 of Coins in this deck in the reverse, it talks about the love of money that someone has, okay? And we all know that saying where they say the love of money is the source of all evil. Now, this could also have something to do with a family situation or something like that. There could be some sort of a breakup of a family, marriage, whatever here. This also talks about, all right, show me what, yeah, the 7 of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. Now, I don't know if someone here is facing just financial struggles, or there could be something here about bankruptcy. Why is the 10 of Knight of Swords? Somebody did something too quickly. Knight of Swords, Queen of Wands, Page of Cups. But it could also be an energy where someone, you know, needs to seize some sort of opportunity here. What's the 10 of Coins in the reverse? King of Wands. This is about somebody taking action. All right, this is about someone who needs to know that they are a natural born leader. King of Wands is a visionary. He usually gets up and goes after what it is that his heart desires. But with the King of Cups coming out here, it makes me feel like someone isn't doing that, even though they do have the vision, even though they do have some sort of gut feeling. King of Wands is about being creative. It's about somebody, they're saying it's about somebody finding their mojo back. So getting motivated again, you know, coming out of whatever this. Give me one more. 10 of Coins, reverse with the King of Wands. Yes, exactly. 10 of Cups. With the Wheel of Fortune showing its face again with the solar eclipse. Just said big changes were coming. 3 of Pentacles is about teamwork. It's about collaboration. Doing it together. And I'm hearing Spirit say instead of working against each other. 10 of Cups. Harmony, bliss, emotional fulfillment. The 10 of Cups talks about as well a divine love. But it's that energy where I feel like a Spirit is saying to someone, hey, listen, find that happy place. It's in there. What is this 9 of Wands? I see the 4 of Wands. I see the 9 of Wands again. Okay. Now you have the 2 of Coins. Someone keeps going backwards and forwards in their mind about something. I don't know if this is about a relationship. This could be about something like relocating here with the 4 of Wands energy. But this is a union. This is like, you know, finding people that are, or someone, right, that is going to support you. Why is the 9 of Wands out here twice? I feel like someone's worried about their financial status. Why is the 9 of Wands here twice? The 5 of Cups here. Grief, sadness, loss, mourning. So if I had to pick one thing and say, Spirit said, focus on this, it looks like it has to do with the heart. It looks like it has to do with love, even if it is just self-love. Why is the 2 of Coins here? the 5 of coins, and the, damn, the King of coins. I'm sorry, masculines. The spirit's exposing the masculines today. This is the 6 of coins. Maybe somebody feels like they don't have enough to give to a situation. 6 of coins, 7 of coins, 8 of coins. Give me one more on this. Damn. Okay. Queen of coins at the bottom of the deck. What's this 5 of coins, King of coins? What is that? I don't know which way it was meant to come out. But it is the 10 of swords. 10 of swords talks about betrayal. But this is, I'm picking it up in the reverse, so that's the way I'm going to take it. And the 10 of swords in the reverse in this deck, it talks about changing the outcome, right? Stop manifesting something negative for yourself by your thoughts and turn that around. This talks about the rejuvenation of a relationship. This talks about making a comeback. It can talk about reconciliation. It talks about repairing something. And it talks about moving on. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Sun. With Judgment, Page of Swords. I'm hearing that silly voice again. Is that Arnold Schwarzenegger? Or, oh gosh, now they just changed it. What is going on? First I thought I heard, do it, you can do it. But then they changed it. They changed it and they said, I don't even want to do that silly accent. What does he say? Does he say, get into the chopper? Does he say that? Get into the chopper. All right, Spirit, what else do you want Virgos to know? Because where should their focus be? What do we have for Virgo? You have God is your source. It says everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens the doorway to receive. It says in God there is no lack or limitation, rather there is plenty of abundance for all to share. Two more. Okay. We have at the bottom of the deck, we have attracting, not chasing. It says anything or anyone you chase after will run the other way. It says because of the fears underlying. It says chasing energy instead. It says attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. Now, where do I start? So I see cooperation instead of competition. It says what's yours is yours and no one can take it from you. There is no need to compete, as there's an abundance for all. You have complete access to unlimited abundance for yourself and to share with others. It says with cooperative partnerships, you can accomplish anything. Didn't we see something like that with that 3 of Pentacles? So you also have donations. It says tithering and charitable work. It says give joyfully to the organizations and people who spiritually support and inspire you. It says, and you know that your generosity will be returned to you manyfold in miraculous ways. It says the time, supplies, money, and other resources. It says you donate will ensure that your positive energy multiplies. So you've got to give out to get back. You have God is source. It says everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and the faith opens doorways to receive. It says in God there is no lack or limitations. Rather, didn't I just read this? Are the cards repeating themselves? I think I did just read that. Anyway, you have released jealousy. It says jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something, and the universe manifests exactly as you affirm. It says let other people's success inspire rather than frustrate you. It says if they can have it, so can you. Why is all this energy of jealousy and envy kind of coming out here? It's like somebody comparing themselves to another person. Don't do that. We all have our path to walk. And Spirit, like it says, right, Spirit is saying to someone here, you know, maybe it's better to I was going to say if you can't beat them, join them. But then again, that would still give me an energy of somebody trying to compare themselves against someone else. So I feel like Virgos, put the focus on you and where you're going, right? Spirit says be in a more higher vibration. It's going to get you a lot further than this negative energy or these negative thoughts. It's almost like I'm hearing, don't dumb yourself down. Yeah. They're saying it's time to rise up. So I'm going to leave that there. That's the energy that I've picked up here today, okay? If anything has resonated with you, I do ask that you hit the thumbs up for me. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. But Virgos, real promise. It says release the chains of the past and dance to the rhythm of the possibilities. But Virgos, if this is where we part, guys, stay safe. Love and light.